Hello everyone, welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now we came into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on May 15, a delegation of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Farmers Union, led by Ms. Cao Xuân Thu Vân, Vice President of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Farmers Associations, came to work with the Tây Ninh Provincial Party Committee.
Welcoming and working with the delegation, there were Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary, Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Võ Đức Trong, Standing Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee. Over the years, throughout the activities of capital supports, vocational training, access to the scientific and technological advances, promotion and consumption of agricultural products, TayNinhTV Farmers Union has supported more than 168,000 tons of member households farmers in many firms with a total value of more than 4,700 billion Vietnam dong. In the last term, nearly 234,500 households have been recognized as good farmers in production and business. The Provincial Farmers Unions also regularly organize short-term vocational training courses on transferring scientific and technological model, and also the training classes guiding the implementation of the National Target Program on building new style rural areas and the program of One Commune, One Product (OCB). As of early of April of 2023, TayNinhTV has 68 products recognized as OCB products. Speaking at the conference, Vice Chairman of Central Committee of the Vietnam Farmers Union, Cao Xuân Thu Vân, asked the Provincial Farmers Unions to review and arrange the union's apparatus according to the new regulations of the Secretariat and the direction of the Central Committee, meeting on the functions, apparatus, and also staffing structure of the Farmers Union. The arrangement should not accumulate functions, but must be adjusted accordingly to the actual situation. And speaking at the end of the conference, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng acknowledged the contributions of the delegation of the Central Committees of the Vietnam Farmers Union. He asked the Provincial Farmers Unions to continue to resurvey the location where the Farmers Support Center could be built in order to have a solution in the coming time. Synthesized opinions in the meeting, the difficult situation in the operation of the unions at all levels, and the recommendations of the locality should report to the Standing Board of the Provincial Party Committee. And with the theme following the law to build a safe traffic culture, the Provincial People's Committee has recently issued a plan to launch an emulation movement to ensure the traffic order and safety in 2023. The emulation movement has been deployed and implemented from now until the end of December the 31st of 2023 and launched to encourage civil servants, public employees, employers, and the masses in the province. And with the key content such as strengthening the leadership of the party in ensuring the traffic safety on roads, railways, inland waterways, and also overcoming traffic jams, strengthening traffic safety assurance, and combating traffic jams in the province, continuing to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of the Traffic Safety Committee at all levels to meet the requirements in the new situation, integrating the goal of ensuring traffic order and safety into sectorial planning, land use planning, urban and rural construction, and specialized plans on transportation, promoting propaganda on the social network and platforms and digital infrastructure to raise the people's awareness of open the road traffic law when participating in the traffic, expanding the propaganda and education on the traffic law to more localities and remote areas and also in schools.
Promoting towards high test and disease-free reading, recently the Department of Planning and Investment of Tây Ninh Province has announced that the province only consider and accepts livestock projects according to the value chains.
The consideration and acceptance of livestock projects according to the value chain is suitable for animal husbandry and the structure of the livestock according to the province livestock orientation, and do not accept any projects on outsourcing nature. And according to the orientation of the province striving to 2025, the growth rate of livestock production value will reach about 16.3% per year, and the proportion of livestock production value compared to the total production value of the agricultural sector reached 28.3%. At the same time, strive to have a herd size of at least 550,000 pigs, 20,000 dairy cows, and 105,000 beef cattle 10 million of chickens. And for the pig farmer value chain, the province will expand and operate to establish chains, including a fresh pork chain for traditional markets and a fresh pork chain for the safe pork points. At the same time, strive to form a value chain of high-tech livestock, slaughter, cold storage, snakehead processing and deep processing, striving to account for 10% of the province's pork production by 2025. And for the beef cattle value chain, the province will expand to operate the established value chains such as fresh beef supply chains for markets outside the province. The chain of beef is slaughter, frozen, mixed, and also processed. And the goal is that by 2025, this chain will account for 50% of the province's beef production. And for the dairy value chain striving to 2025, the proportion of fresh milk processed at the factories outside the province will account for 50% of the proportion of fresh milk processed at the factories in the province and account for 50%. And regarding the broiler production value chain, the province will expand and operate the established value chains, build new value chains, and with the goal that by 2025, 50% of broiler chickens will be slaughtered according to the chain in the area, and this will be consciousness. And ladies and gentlemen, currently Trảng Bàng Town has 9 projects that are implementing steps in the compensation process. This shows that it's most concerned by the Trảng Bàng government is having a resettlement area for the people who have been cleared and need to resettle. According to the leader of the People's Committee of Trảng Bàng Town, the 500 kilovolt transmission line project mainly follow the fields, so most of the people are entangled in the fields rice field of the people, so there is almost no need for resettlement. And for the A78B road projects, mainly back to the width about 10.5 meters, and the people are affected by the frontage. And in addition, Trảng Bàng Town has paid for achieve good results in the first phase of the component 3 projects of the N8 interregional connection roads and Route 789. In places where the site clearance and the people do not have immediate conditions, Trảng Bàng Town also has resettlement areas such as Linh Trung, Thành Công TC areas, and Trảng Bàng Town also has a public land such as Cove Mark Hills Prepare, but the foundation creates favorable conditions for the household with the difficult circumstances to have the land acquired a lot there. Particularly in Hưng Thuận in the near future, when logistics port is formed, Trảng Bàng Town will have the orientation to invite an consulting unit to plan Hưng Thuận supervision. The Department of Construction is the investor to plan the Hưng Thuận supervision, and accordingly, Trảng Bàng Town will request the consulting unit in the zoning planning to have a resettlement areas to ensure the lives of the people from the area where the land has been acquired to a new place to live, creating a favorable conditions for the people to live, and we have a better life. And Trảng Bàng Town is a locality that does well in implementation and site clearance. And ladies and gentlemen, simple, easy to use, and bring practical efficiency, TayNinhTV mini app on Jalo after 2 months of implementation has attracted more than 81,000 users and quickly set a record of growth compared to the separate application version TayNinhTV. Launched on March 1st of 2023 after 2 months of releasing the mini app version on Jalo, the number of users of TayNinhTV reached to 217,129, equivalent to a growth of 59%. The mini app version marks is more convenient for TayNinhTV people to submit documents and handle administrative procedures, and after 2 months, the total number of online submissions increased from 25,600 to 56,500, equivalent to about 120%. At the same time, the mini app recorded about 30,000 monthly regular users, especially the number of elderly users skyrocketed.
The earlier and after efforts in administrative reform and applications of information technologies in operations, the medical examinations and treatment stay at TayNinhTV General Hospitals have got many changes.
For applying information technology in operation, the General Hospital of TayNinhTV Province have changed many ways in the direction of speed, accuracy, and convenience for both patients and also the doctors. In the past time, TayNinhTV General Hospital has made many efforts in administrative reform, applying information technology, and transferring documents into on aspects of the hospital activities, especially medical examination and treatment activities, in order to create the most favorable conditions for the patient. And the hospital has implemented the hospital management software, electronic hospital, which makes the medical examination and treatment procedures for more quickly and non-cash payments with a transparent public cost. As a result, procedures are completed quite quickly compared to the before, and medical examination and treatment departments are connected, also saving the time and effort for the patients and reducing the pressure on the doctors and nurses also. We have also implemented online services of the hospital, limiting the manual handling and from receiving the patients allocating to the room for prescription on software. Even with the medical examination, we have connected with the Department of Transport and Communication online, which is a big step forward in our digitization. In addition, the hospital has completely overcome the situation of weak and unstable network, and currently the entire network of the hospital has been upgraded to have all online activities run smoothly and more efficiently.
Ladies and gentlemen, Châu Thành district, with 6 border communes, is an area with a particularly important strategic position in terms of politics, economy, national defense, security, and foreign affairs of the province.
Châu Thành district has 14 communes and 1 town, and of which 6 are adjacent to 3 districts of thriving province, the Kingdom of Cambodia, and is an area with a particularly important strategic position in terms of politics, economy, national defense and security, and also foreign affairs of the province. Over the years, with the province investment, attention, and internal efforts, Châu Thành has made significant changes. The people's lives are increasingly developed, and the border is more and more maintained firmly. In 2022, Châu Thành has basically met and exceeded the main targets of the year, especially the budget revenue reached to 172.8% of the assigned estimate. In the first quarter of 2023, it is basically met and exceeded the targets over the same period, especially. Up to this point, Châu Thành district budget revenue reached for 1.7 billion Vietnam dong, accounting for 54% of the assigned estimate. And currently, with the district is implementing a number of key projects such as the Hoa Binh Bridge project connecting border communes to facilitate the circulation of goods. Sub-projects Bao Ta Om Trail belongs to the project of the roads to be Biên Mậu border gate, wastewater collection and treatment system in Châu Thành town. In particular, the irrigation project in the western area of Vàm Cỏ Đông River, Category number 1 canal section passing through Thành Long and Hoa Hội communes, the category of the secondary canal section through Ninh Điền and Long Vĩnh communes has been put into use and creating momentum for the agricultural development in the district also. And currently, the people have switched to growing fruit trees. Their strength is durian trees, and currently in the commune, they have grown over 40 hectares of durian trees and am also led and have received the attention of the party in the state to have an irrigation canal that crosses the Vàm Cỏ River. The good news is that 9 over 14 communes have been recognized and maintained a new rural title, of which 6 over 6 border communes have been recognized with this title. And the district also has the Thái Bình commune achieving New Advanced Rural status and Thanh Điền commune achieving the Model New Rural Area. Châu Thành town has been recognized as meeting urban civilization standards since 2018 and has been maintained until now. Ninh Điền commune met the standards for the new rural construction in 2019, and according to the district roadmap, the commune currently maintains until 2024 and 2025 roadmap has only achieved the newly enhanced new style rural area. In the coming time, with the orientation to 2025, we will try to focus on building 4 new rural communes to rise the border area. And on the basis of the achieved results, the party committee, administration, and people of Châu Thành district are typing and trying together and trying their best to realize the key goals set out the resolution of the 12 district party conference, term of 2020 and 2025. And it is proposed that by 2025, Châu Thành will become a border district meeting in rural standards also, creating sustainability in economic development, while maintaining the political stability, ensuring national defense and security, and also building border for peace, cooperation, and friendship.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for TTV News today. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.